Hello, and welcome to GameTales, Dragon Age, Orzammar. Orzammar is a great thaig and one of the remaining Dwarven kingdoms in Thedas. An underground metropolis, the thaig is located deep beneath the Frostback Mountains and was once the capital of the Dwarven Empire. According to legend, the thaig's name derives from one of the 7 brothers who founded the Dwarven Empire, and his descendants formed the mining caste. It's an awe-inspiring sight, a great city of stone standing within a vast cavern, poised over a sea of molten lava. There the forges ring the loudest, and the finest smiths create works that are the envy of all races. Countless thaigs were lost in the first Blight, when the Darkspawn poured over the deep roads like smoke. With each generation, more of the deep roads had to be sealed, more thaigs lost forever. Now only Orzammar stands, the last bastion of the Dwarven race, and its finest creation. According to the Dwarven history, the Dwarven Empire once spread across all of Thedas, and that the underground city fortresses called thaigs were almost beyond counting. Kalsharok was the capital then, home to all the noble houses, and Orzammar was simply the home of the mining and smith castes. Orzammar, Kalsharok, Kalhirol, and 9 other thaigs are considered great thaigs, as opposed to the numerous other thaigs, as they were once the main centres of the Dwarven Empire. At minus 1170 ancient, King Endrin Stonehammer moved the capital of the Dwarven Empire to Orzammar to preside more directly over the commercial aspects of Dwarven life, mining and crafting, as Orzammar was the ancestral seat of the mining and smith castes, and because of the turmoil in the Tevinter Imperium following the death of Archon Daenerys. This sparked the development of several construction projects in the city, the most famous of which is the Stonehammer Hall and the expansion of the Proving Grounds. However, some years later, the taxes drained by Orzammar from Kalsharok's trade profits began to grow burdensome. Following the outbreak of the First Blight, the Dwarven Empire was crumbling. Paragon Aducan assumed the leadership of Orzammar and managed to push back the Darkspawn. Despite his victory, it was not enough, and after the end of the First Blight, the Darkspawn kept pushing. By minus 15 ancient, the kingdom of Orzammar was assumed to be the last one still standing. Since then, the kingdom was in a steady decline by losing most of its outlying thaigs. In Orzammar, things are solved quickly, and with as much bloodshed as we can stand, and then a little bit more. In the eve of the fifth Blight, King Endrin passed away, and the two candidates for the throne, Prince Balin Aducan and Lord Pearl Harrimont, vie for power. This creates an internal strife in Orzammar, which the hero of Ferelden managed to solve by eventually choosing one of the two candidates as new King of Orzammar. This led to Orzammar sending forces to Ferelden for the purpose of defeating the Blight. In 931 Dragon, the Dwarven army, led by House Helmi, cleared the great thaig of Kal Hilral and the deep roads connecting it to Orzammar from Darkspawn, reclaiming it once again. By 932 Dragon, the Fereldans still remember the help and support of Orzammar in the last Blight. This resulted in increased trade and stronger diplomatic ties between the two kingdoms. In 941 Dragon, the newly established Inquisition allies with Orzammar because of their common enemy and is their sole supplier of lyrium. However, things are not well in the city, with the turmoil happening on the surface, including the Orlesian Civil War. The food imports from the surface have severely been decreased, causing widespread food riots and civil unrest.